How many smart people are in this show? Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be watching My Hero Season 3, Episode 18. I get surprised, I think, consistently with how bright some of these people, especially how young they are, like how bright some of these students are, and the people in this show in general. Because we know Midoriya's smart, we know Bakugo's smart. Besides his like outside like lingo and the way he expresses himself, I think that's a nice way to say it. But we forget Momo is pretty smart in herself. Todoroki. I mean, these are people that, are just bright people, but there's other classes that have literal IQ quirks and are just, they're smart. They do their research, but research only gets you so far when you don't know the extent of how these people actually interact with each other well, as we saw that in full display last episode with Momo kind of taking command over like her little group there and being able to get out of a really bad situation. I mean, they were good at baiting. Seriously, there was so much baiting going on. I thought we were on a fishing trip. It was insane. But like, I really love that she was able to get out of that situation, and then them being able to kind of move forward there, which is great. But now they're kind of in a weird spot. This guy's quirk is literally like turning people into this like mutated pus. I don't even know what to call it. It looks just absolutely nasty. That's a gross quirk in itself. That'd be a weird quirk to have. But being on the opposite end of that quirk would be freaky and nasty. Like, what do you do if you're just like this little shitty turd with a little bit of hair and an eye? I mean, do you still have senses? Do you still realize the things that are around you? Oh man, it's just gross really thinking about it. But anyway, let's go into this. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/AJRich123 for full reactions, early releases. I appreciate that, and let's go ahead and start.
Oh, and the person who lights
hopefully nobody fails.
Will get credit for your defeat. You get through this round by taking down 2 people.
There's only so many people left, too. They really got to they got to focus here.
Let's see. The 62nd person has passed the exam.
Only 100 can pass.
At the beginning of the test, we focused on attacking UA, splitting them up and putting them in check right off the bat. Now our school's going after them in 2 groups, but a bunch of other classes took advantage of our work.
Yeah,
so
they didn't get the payoff.
As long as we don't freak out, we can take advantage of the current state of the exam and the desperate players involved.
I mean, they all still need to pass,
right now,
so
all anyone can think about is the number of slots left, so they're panicking and no doubt being careless. We swoop in at the 11th hour and make it a good show. It'll prove we have an indomitable spirit. Everyone taking this exam is struggling to live up to their own ideals.
Oh man. You gotta love that. He's not really a bad guy. It's more of like, hey, we gotta pass, so.
But your class is shameful. You act in ways that disgrace heroes. He's attacking again. I don't want to be gross.
Nobody does.
Dignity. You just like to hear yourself talk. I don't. Worst of all, Bakugo! AP shot! Auto cannon!
I love how we now get, names for a lot of the
so I didn't kill anyone.
The small moves.
Terrified of you. I see now. I'll teach you a lesson by breaking you. This will show you what it means to be dignified and behave like a hero.
That is not dignified.
He's better than us. Exactly why I'll kill the guy. Absurd.
I don't think we're supposed to kill anybody.
Get this fight over with. Maybe this will speed things along.
It's like a shield.
Open.
Oh.
You weren't paying attention.
That's
I had a piece of flesh sneak beneath us.
Oh shit.
Pathetic.
Oh.
Shiketsu High School, 2nd year. Seiji Shishikura.
Meatball.
He can only knead it and make it a ball, but his own flesh is more versatile. For example, he can cut it off, manipulate it, or make controllable objects. It's as handy as it is horrifying.
It's a nasty nightmare.
This is All Might retired. Wouldn't it make more sense to flood the streets with heroes? And so I must assume that their goal is to weed out the riffraff.
That's an
We can surmise
overreaction
that
by
they're
doing
starting
that,
to be more
though.
selective in order to bring the profession of hero to a higher level.
You're ignoring the test because you think you're superior?
Oh.
What are you, a crazy person?
I'm simply separating the mediocre.
He seems pretty
and
crazy.
extraordinary.
Oh.
By the way, your comrades here still feel pain in this form.
I knew it.
Take time to reflect on your failure.
How about you reflect on this?
Finally, like,
Explosion. But I
one of the
stopped
side characters don't. It's not like up to Bakugo here, which I kind of like.
He tossed it to you.
That's what that
By
was.
the way,
Okay.
Big Shot, you've stumbled into a really killer spot.
Fortunately, he's been training his moves.
Do you think you could help me with that?
Oh, good shit.
To your problem, I think. We're calling it a pointer and shooter.
It's a genius, baby. The
Focus
two of
it.
us collaborated on. Fire with the pointer set to shooter, and then you have multiple targets. Then you can use the dial to select them.
I like
That
that.
step will help you lock onto their exact locations.
It really improves his quirk.
You mean it requires a lot of thinking? Bakugo might seem like a total jerk on the surface.
But he's
He's
not.
actually trying really hard to be a pro hero. He threw that grenade to me while being attacked. That was a result
Ugh.
of calm
Why is he
judgment and
expanding?
planning.
Oh, God.
Even though it was a totally stupid
Oh,
thing
is there a
to do.
timer on it? There must be a timer on it.
Don't insult what you don't know.
I'll teach you to be more aware of your place, you degenerates!
Yup. They're back.
Thanks for the save, Kaminari.
You idiot!
What took so long? So mean. No one's ever gonna like you if you act that way. Whoa, look behind you. Those other flesh balls are all waking up.
Targets.
Oh, shit. There you go. Now they can, if they attack while they're weak right there, they can easily get those balls.
Have you seen the
Who haven't we seen yet?
So far, we're the only ones here. I just arrived.
Mineta.
Count them out.
We haven't seen
I
Mineta
thought
yet.
Midoriya had everyone working together.
Carry me and jump! Just do it! You're up, Uraraka!
Release!
Oh, wow.
In order to make sure that no one was in a spot where they'd get crushed by the debris, I hid and figured out the perfect timing.
Looks like
Nice.
76 people have passed at this point. We'll be at capacity soon.
Come on, can't you give us a break? We have to earn our provisional hero licenses this time around.
Nope. You can't think like that. You can't think like that, Deku. Yeah, definitely can't think. If you think like that, and I know Midoriya has kind of like, he's always trying to save everybody, and he has like a mind where he's thinking of others, but in that type of thing, you got to think of yourself, obviously. But oh my god, I love that. I love that they're putting some of the other characters in a central spot there. Even though Bakugo did kind of help it out, you know, we let some of the other characters kind of take the reins, and it shows that everyone in Class 1A has like some type of like maybe leader abilities, but also they've really improved and are able to move on their own. I love that for sure.
Battle Royale format is nothing new for the exam. But this
Oh, there's
time,
Mineta,
patterns are a
yeah.
bit unusual.
And that
UA is always heavily targeted from the
Ooh.
get-go, but so far all of those students are still on the board.
and Ida's by himself. I forgot about him.
Bonjour, are you out here alone? What a coincidence, so am I.
I've been trying to find as many of our classmates as I can. There's a handful of us gathered nearby, but I came to look for stragglers.
What are you gonna do if everyone left behind passes without you?
First of all, I found you, didn't I? And if everyone else passes the test, that's a wonderful thing. I'm our class representative. It's through my actions that I'll realize my ultimate dream.
Your ultimate dream?
I'll continue my search while trying to pass. Please, work with me.
Knock two birds with one stone. That's
Three more,
good.
one after the
Because
other.
he's probably not passing by himself.
Oh yeah, Class A represent!
Oh, you know it!
So they all pass too. There you go. Of course.
Class 1A! Class 1A! Class 1A! Class 1A!
The Class 1A dance.
Guess I shouldn't be surprised with that quirk you got.
Damn.
Hold on. What did he say?
He knows it. Yep. He's known it since the All Might thing, huh?
We just finished as well. Todoroki beat us.
I was kind of shocked Bakugo wasn't here already. but I get it now. It's because you were with him.
Oh, come on! Why is everyone dragging me today?
He did good. Come on. They're all. I mean, now we're going to the bare boned of the group, but though you still got Ida, you still got Tokoyami.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Balls! Almost out of time!
So how are we gonna get our points?
Your ultimate dream.
What is your ultimate dream?
Mama, why am I so different from everybody else?
Giving their location?
What is that? What are you doing? I'm standing out.
Yes, yes, you are. That's exactly the problem.
If you try to protect me, you'll fail the test. I've already got 2 of my triggers hit, and they'll be swarming me soon. While I've got the spotlight, you can sneak up on the people who come after me. With your speed, you should be able to hit their targets.
Oh, I like that.
Where is this even coming from?
I always wanted to be an equal to the amazing people at our school. Our enemies
I mean,
will
you
be
got
here soon.
in.
Get ready.
I don't see him running though.
Wait, what are those?
What the fuck? Oh yeah, of course. Kodas.
Black Abyss. Covert Black Ops Arms.
Nice.
What are you doing? Don't just stand there. You came for us. It's too late.
And we forgot about Invisible Girl.
But then we spotted your belly button laser and we knew we'd be able to again. Come on, let's do this.
He thought he was gonna be the distraction, but he actually brought his entire class to him. Good shit. All them together helped with just, you know, with some of the leaders not there. They all got to pass. Mineta passed, for God's sakes. Oh shit. There, Cammy. I thought she wasn't gonna pass. Forgot about her. How can you forget about her?
This means my twinkling won't have to stop after all.
Your beams will never stop.
Whatever that means.
I was not expecting that. I didn't think every single one of them was gonna pass. I thought at least a couple would fail. I gotta say that.
We're training so hard when we get back.
Oh, come on, you're happy, aren't you?
That's his happy face.
What's that sparkle in your eye?
Annoyance. A lot of them did the individual thing.
What's gonna happen next?
Oh yeah, how do you beat this test?
One more round to the exam. Your goal is simple. Undertake rescue exercises and save the bystanders who are trapped in these disasters.
The fuck?
A rescue mission.
Yeah, that was a spot where I actually really thought one person wasn't gonna pass at least. But that was perfect. You know, using the belly button beam to he was kind of sacrificing himself, which was noble in itself. It was kind of out of character for him, so I liked that. But it ended up doing the opposite. It ended up like obviously bringing all the enemies, but it brought their entire team together because they all know his signature move. So they knew where he was at, so they brought them all together, and it actually probably got them all to pass. I feel like there was a chance some of them weren't gonna pass without that. So technically he got everybody, he did kind of the biggest thing and got everyone to pass. I liked that. I loved that they like I said from last episode too, that they're focusing on like all of the characters and kind of showing all of their growth, which I feel is a very hard thing to do in anime sometimes, especially when there's, obviously a couple main characters, and people, the show is usually focused, on Midoriya and Bakugo, All Might. But when you're able to do like a test like this or sections and you get like kind of character development between even the supporting characters, side characters that usually only only get a couple lines. I love that. I love that. And making the audience actually care about it, which is a feat on its own. But I mean, who doesn't like even some of the smaller members of 1A like you care about? I mean, let me know if I'm wrong here in the comments, but don't you guys like care about these characters more than maybe some shows? Like some of the side characters you would never really think about or whatever, but with this show I feel like I root for, you know, even Mineta and like some of the, you know, just like joke characters. I root for them and I want to see them succeed. You actually remember their names, and I don't know, I love it. I think that's something that's very kind of likable in this show. And I mean, there's other shows that have done it before. Naruto was kind of like that for me too. I did really like a lot of the side characters. But this one is really, I mean, it took hundreds of episodes for that show. For this show, we're what, 40, we're like 50 in or something like that, and it's able, maybe 55. I don't even know how many episodes I've watched so far. But we really care about, you know, everybody in 1A. I mean, and for me, it branches out to some of the characters in 1B that I enjoy, some of the teachers. I mean, obviously All Might, but you know, Aizawa, and like going all the way to these new kind of classes and people that have been introduced. It's I think that's really one of the biggest things I like about this show is the characters. Yeah, they were full on display here, and some of the strategies that they had to do to pass were viable, and I think moving forward they're going to do really well. Now as we saw in that after credit scene, they're going to have to kind of they're doing a rescue mission, which they've done before. You know, they've done the rescue, you know, having to rescue doing the rescue thing before, and we also saw I think it was an OVA where we saw like them doing like the actual rescue thing. So but in this, all the buildings are destroyed, so who's going to be the captives? They got to save people. Is it the people that didn't pass, or is it like these random people that show up? I didn't even think about that, because there's a crap ton of people that didn't pass. And were the people in there, like, yeah, the whole place imploded, but there were still people there, right, that didn't pass? So are those the people that are in danger? Actually, not thinking about that, that's fucking reckless. If it was all those, you know, all the testees, though. This is there's only two tests to pass. Actually, that's actually interesting. You only to pass this here. There's only two tests. I thought there would be more than that. Interesting. I wonder how much this one is they're going to pass on this one. If they did 100, so there's 100 people left, are they going to break it into like a 50, so only 50 people pass, or maybe even more than that? I don't know. I would think maybe they do it like 50. Because if they did it like crazy amounts where only 20 pass or something, that surprised me, because especially since everyone passed the first one, I feel like they're intending on passing all of 1A, because they're not going to be able to move forward, especially since they're on this like fast term to become heroes. Like they're on the fast track, right? Since all this bad thing, all these things are happening with the League of Villains and all that, they're wanting to pass these guys faster than they normally would. So writing wise, I would feel, especially since they passed everybody in the first exam, I would be surprised if they didn't pass everybody for the second one. But who knows? But anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.